Hello and welcome to episode number 6 of the AniGains podcast. We are joined by a very, very special guest today. It's not Kez. It's not Noah. It is the man himself, the one and only, the world's best teen bodybuilder. Natural teen bodybuilder.
Skinny.
Mr. Joshua Campbell. How are we doing, mate?
I'm brilliant, mate. Thank you. How's everyone here? We all good?
Mate,
Wait, isn't your surname Natural Physique Coaching?
Yeah, no, it was a C-Fit earlier, and then I changed my second name to Natural Physique Coaching. Yeah.
yeah.
I
Finn
don't know
made,
what Josh
Finn made
Campbell
you
is.
change your name.
Yeah. I should have kept it as Josh C-Fit _ Natural Physique. Keep it alive, like Butcher's wet dream done. He just went to Butcher Natural Physique. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, mate. Did Finn make him remove the wet dream bit for professionalism?
Butcher's wet dream _ Natural Physique. That really rolls off the tongue, that doesn't it? Yeah.
I wish he would have just kept it as Wet Dream Natural Coaching.
Yeah, wet dream Natural Physique.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Fucking hell. Right, so for anybody that doesn't know, Josh, would you like to introduce a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, let's go for it. So, I'm as you say, a natural bodybuilder. I competed when I was a teen in 2023. I started training 2020, so right now I'm 20 years old. Competed obviously, as I say, in 2023, done some shows in the UK, Europe, and then Vegas as well. Since then, just off season. I'll be competing 2026 again, so back into 2026 is the plan. Like, I'm pretty shit when it comes to, can I swear? We're going to get...
Yes,
Mate, we've had to say and do a lot worse on this pod.
Yeah.
we've had to cut some bits out. Let's put it that way.
Hopefully I don't get that bad. But yeah, I'll be competing 2026, but off-season wise, are never really quite as productive as my dieting phases, just because of how my body works. In terms of gaining weight, digestion, appetite, there's only so far I can push them, so I need to put it into different stints. But yeah,
have you ever had a look at that? Just I've always been interested about that with you. Is it just because your metabolism is fast, or is it you've actually got some issue with your digestion?
Diagnosed with IBS. When I was a kid, funnily enough, literally straight out the womb, they kind of took me to the side and they were like, "There's fucking something wrong with him." Just way too handsome and shit. But I was, they can't have that.
Yeah.
But no, it was they thought I had something wrong with my bowels, and they were like, "Oh no, we think it's fine." So I think literally since birth, I've been a little bit cooked. But yeah, digestion, appetite, everything always kind of goes out the drain. But it's just a case of trying to manage it as best as possible from a food standpoint, routine, stress. When I get stressed or anxious, it really plays up quite a lot more than what most people would do. So it's quite a severe case of it. But again, it's just managing that. But with obviously getting a lot busier from a business standpoint, with Natural Physique Coach and all of us working on that and loads of other stuff happening, there's never really a point in life when you've not got that stress there. So it is, if you've not got the stress there, you're not really moving forwards, or you're just kind of staying where you are. So it's hard to manage it, but it's going not too bad. I'm 80 kg now. I was 65 kg on stage, and peak off season before that was 73 kg. So I'm definitely getting up there. It's just a case of continuing to push that because I need to be a lot bigger.
Yeah.
I have a question for you. So, with regards to you obviously becoming a lot more busy with you being an online coach and everything, what would you say the main thing which you've done which has helped you manage that stress better from your own perspective as you've gotten a lot busier?
You need to just not overthink it and worry about it. Thinking about doing the work is always a lot worse than actually doing it. Before you know it, you've cracked on, you've done all the work and you're fine. But if you're sat there worrying about it and then you're getting so in your own head that you're procrastinating, then you're taking too much time because you've started it much later than you think. Just get up and crack on. Be willing to wake up a little bit earlier. Beforehand, I could wake up at 7, 8 sometimes, but now it's making sure you need to get up at whatever time it may be. Obviously, every person's different, but for myself, if I don't wake up at 5:30, 5:45, I feel like I'm behind during the day. So it's just making sure that you're willing to just get up and crack on. You can't really feel sorry for yourself in that sense that you are busy because you wanted to be in this position, didn't you? It's kind of your dream spot, and when you get there, you're stressing out about it, how it's so busy and stressful, but you need to kind of be aware of it, be kind of grateful for it. It's very difficult to do. I still struggle a lot with that. But yeah, being busy, you need to kind of not feel bad for yourself is the main thing.
Yeah, man, for sure. I was going to say, it is crazy to think that you're 20 years old and you've got such a grown mentality, even within your physique. because you're saying like you're struggling to push up body weight, but like at the same time, your condition is incredible. Especially like then relative to the amount of like workload you have during the day. It's not like you slack off as a bodybuilder. It's not like, you slack off like with your work. Like it's just a
It's hard to
constant
balance
progression.
both of
Yeah.
them, definitely. Yeah, it is hard. It's something again that I still struggle with. I'm most definitely not perfect. It's still all of it's a learning curve. Like I'm sure as everyone knows, and especially you, Kez, as well. Like with posing coaching blowing the fuck up out of nowhere, and then it just continues to go and go and go and go. Like the second that you try and slow down is when it gets worse. Because you try to kind of take a step back, you try to relax, but you don't really have time to do so, and then you're stressing about trying to relax, and it's just all
Yes.
shit.
Yeah.
You get no
It's like
choice.
a yeah. It's like a
Yeah,
paradox really when you're like you're just thinking about how busy you are and you're like thinking, okay, I need to make time to be social. I need to make time to relax. And then you're overthinking it. And if, for example, if you don't, for whatever reason, have that time to wind down at the end of the day, then you're like, okay, this day's a failure. My cortisol level's gonna go up. I'm gonna ruin my progress. And then it just gets spirals and gets even worse. So
yeah.
yeah, I think it is just a case of, yeah, trying to make time for balance, whatever you want to call it, but not overthinking it. I think that's the
Yeah,
main
it's
thing.
never going to be perfect in that sense. As you say, sometimes you need to work a little bit later that night, but making sure that you're not just being like, oh yeah, it doesn't matter too much, because then that becomes the norm, and then it takes away obviously from your bodybuilding. Because then if you're, sleeping 6 hours a night when you should have been to bed earlier, but you're working and you again are putting things off and procrastinating with it, then it definitely becomes an issue. So it's trying to strike that balance and still be able to, as you say, it's hard to spin a lot of plates in the sense of being a good son, boyfriends, like bodybuilder, coach, like trying to do it all at the one time is definitely difficult. I'm sure you all know that it's the same with everyone. It's not just from like a coaching standpoint or anything. Like everyone's got stresses in their lives, but it's just trying to kind of balance them as best as you can.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, definitely. So, leading on to 2026, then you said you obviously plan on competing then. What are your main goals for that particular competitive season?
Now I would like WMBF Pro cards, but it's not like I need to get that. I'm a fucking failure if I don't type of thing. Like I would shoot for, but again, I do need to be a hell of a lot bigger. Like structure, shape, and condition. I know I've got in the bag technically. Like it comes easily the condition side of things. Not easily, but like I don't need to like
It's
dig
not going to
super
be something
hard
you can
for.
stress about. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
definitely. But condition can only get you so far when there's juniors out there that are like significantly bigger than me. So I do need to get a lot bigger, a lot more muscle, get stronger. Injuries and stuff are getting in the way a little bit, but yeah, I'd like a WMBF Pro card. I'm not going to be doing as many shows as last time because I competed in 7 different shows last time, 5 in the UK, 1 in Romania, 1 in Vegas. Whereas this time it should just be like 1 or 2 in the UK. I think possibly Noah, are you thinking about doing the BMBF Scottish? Maybe, depending on what time it's at.
Yeah, although because I'm pretty sure BMEF don't do men's physique, if I'm
No,
right in saying
they
that.
literally
So who
they
knows?
literally advertise on their posters no
Yeah,
men's physique, no bikini as if like it's an
yeah,
attractive thing
Yeah, like
against
a
us because
bragging
exactly.
they're like hardcore bodybuilders at
Yeah,
BMBF, so they absolutely hate men's physique.
that's
To be
fair.
fair, if my knees do get better, I will want to do like a junior, and because I want to do a Scottish show.
Why
Yeah,
don't you do a men's athletic?
I was gonna
You know
say.
what? Fuck it, why not? At this point, why not?
I think you'd
Why
be
not, man?
you'd be solid in classic though. Like if you can get your legs to go back, like you've got that nice shape, like your waist, like compared to now, like
I,
definitely. Now you've.
I think my legs look worse than they did in 2022, so it's just like
Sick.
hide them, hide them.
I
I'm gonna wear joggies on stage.
was gonna say back to the BMBF. New class, please.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Wicked.
Perfect.
So have you got an idea of, obviously I'm guessing you'd want to do supernaturals.
Yes,
Would you want to do any potential international WMBF shows?
maybe. It depends on timeline and stuff, but possibly like the one that they usually hold in Germany, is it?
Yeah,
The
the Valhalla one.
Yeah, I think is that only a pro show though? Do they do an amateur and a pro
No,
part
they do
of it?
amateur. They do
Yeah.
amateur
Yeah,
as well.
I think they
Because
just
I'm
did
pretty
promote it.
sure one of the guys that won it either like
Yes,
last year, he
yes,
went
yes,
on
yes,
to win
sorry.
the pro
Yeah,
show
yeah,
in the same day. Yeah.
Benjamin Schuster. He was mental.
Yeah.
Him. He went into all his shows, like kind of as underdog and just took the overall and every single one of them. Then won the WNBF Worlds as well. He was nuts. I don't think I'll quite have that that run this season. Like obviously teens was good, but I'm not going to say that there wasn't like loads of like stacked classes of this and that in teens. Like there are still definitely some good competitors out there and put up some good battles. But compared to juniors, there is going to be some nutcases.
Yeah.
Like you get some of the juniors and how well muscled they are. You're like, what the
Yeah.
f is that? So
And
yeah,
then
it'll
of-
be interesting.
yeah. And then obviously with WNBF, it's one of them where they don't do. Actually, no, they do juniors for bodybuilding, don't they? But
Yeah, they're now doing like the weight classes as well, is it?
oh, do
Yeah,
they?
yeah. That's a
There's
new
a weight
introduction.
classes,
They're going.
sorry, like whatever it was before they've changed it, they've flipped
But
it around.
I don't think there's a junior weight class. I think
Is it
juniors.
only for men's?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So we'll
cool.
see.
that'll
It
be
might be
interesting.
juniors and then possibly just like into men's, but hopefully a few overalls again.
Yeah,
But we'll see how it goes. It's just
definitely, man.
I don't know if I'll be able to do 2027 because it might actually be my birthday's in September though, which is this year, so I would only be able to do like early on, like you know the IMB PMB worlds. I'm honestly not a massive fan of like
Pinnacle of natural bodybuilding.
yeah, the natural Olympia. It's
Yeah.
just like a wee wheeled-in stage that they brought into like a hall.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I did have a question for you actually. So we mentioned like competing like Asia, like abroad. In like a lot of like I've seen in South Korea and Japan, a lot of their IFBB Pro qualifiers are natural shows. Would you consider doing one of those?
I was thinking about doing the. Have you seen the WNBF Galaxy thing? That's
Yes.
in
Malaysia.
where's that? Yeah, so
Well,
I'll possibly do
they're
that.
gonna change it every single year, so
Right, okay.
it will be in a different location in Asia every year. So this year it's gonna be in Malaysia. It'll probably be somewhere else next year. I would hazard a guess that Dubai would be up there with the
Yeah.
locations probably for next year.
I'd do that, but I don't know if I'd do like an IFBB type of one because I don't really care about an IFBB Pro card because I'd just get fucking dusted like if I got it. Realistically, I'm not going to start pinning my bum cheeks anytime soon, so that's not my
It
plan.
wouldn't be very natural physique coaching of you.
Oh
That's
no,
it.
most definitely not.
No.
Sorry guys,
Josh
is left. No
underscore
real
fake
reason.
natural physique
Yeah, he's been
coaching.
fake natty this whole time.
Yeah, sweet. So that leads into the next one. So could we see Josh on a men's physique stage at any point?
Mate, to be fair, with the posing seminar, and see how we're looking.
Indeed.
I have
So-
literally no chest though, so that's the issue.
Mate, same here,
Yeah,
and
no.
I've got a pro card.
Fair
So
dues,
you
yeah.
it just goes to show you do not need a chest. So yeah, that leads on to the announcement. Josh will be at the seminar, the Calisthenics Posing X Chosen Few seminar in a couple of weeks' time. So yeah,
So-
man, that's going to be exciting. So yeah, so I think is it largely because you want to sort of get a good understanding for the men's physique division for your clients, I suppose.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
like if I look at a men's physique shot, I can say that doesn't look good or that does look good,
Yeah.
but I don't know the actual
Why?
ins
Yeah.
and outs. Yeah, like I
Yeah,
don't know
exactly.
the reasoning behind it, foot position, like hips, so on and so forth. So
yeah,
I think the best
definitely.
way for me to learn that is if I'm doing it hands on. Like for me, like I can, you know, pull apart someone's bodybuilding posing really well because I practiced
Yep.
it every single day for months
Yep.
and months and months on end. I'm not saying that I'll do that for men's physique posing, but like after sessions, like especially after upper body
Mhm.
sessions, I'll do that and I'll work on the posing from what we obviously go through at the seminar. Will be a good trip down with Noah as well, and we still need to book the flights. We really badly need to.
Definitely. We'll discuss that after the call with regards to the details of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. It's one of them where it's a completely different division to bodybuilding in terms of how you're getting into the poses. A lot of bodybuilding, obviously, you've got to have your legs on, so you've got to pay attention to that when you're setting into the poses. But with men's physique, you're not, so you can angle your legs and your feet in a way which is just going to maximize your upper body in terms of the V-taper.
Yeah.
And another thing as well is the midsection in terms of the ab detail. It's so important with men's physique, so you need to be on them at all times, whereas for bodybuilding you can kind of go into like a vacuum or a half
Yeah,
vacuum,
you
for
can-
example,
Yeah,
and
you
expand
get
your
ways
rib cage
I-
and
yeah.
just to have a little bit of a breather. So it's very different how you set up into the poses. I'm not saying it probably is a bit harder to do bodybuilding just because you're going to be on your legs all
I
the
think
time.
it's considerably harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's different. Like bodybuilders who hit men's physique poses for the first time will find it really hard, and they do because I've put them into poses before. Mate, I put Dante. I was doing posing with Dante. And he could not get into it. He's like, I don't know how you do this. Get into the men's physique poses. And
can't
I
do that.
mugged him. I mugged him in the men's physique shot as well.
Hey, the bodybuilding shots weren't bad as well.
What's that?
I swear you done some bodybuilding shots.
Yeah,
and
mate.
your legs were getting a lot
Yeah, I
better.
hit a front lat spread with him, and to be
Yeah.
I stood a bit in front of him, to be fair.
Yeah, mate.
But yeah, let's just put it that way. I've practiced bodybuilding poses a lot more than he's practiced men's physiques.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's one of them. But
To
yeah,
be fair,
no man,
your
What's that?
bodybuilding poses look quite good. To be fair,
Yeah.
mate,
like, from what I'd say,
I was prepping for Classic in 2022. The only reason I didn't do it was because my hamstrings and glutes were like really fat. Like I was 6 weeks out, my upper body was like not too far away. My legs were like 15 weeks out probably.
Same situation last year, or
No, I didn't. Me and AJ were like, well, there's no point. My potential is in men's physique.
no, I mean like if you were to pose like in a pair of
Oh, yeah.
trunks when you were in,
Yeah.
were your hamstrings and glutes still not?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, exactly. I think it's genetically.
Yeah.
they're less muscular, so the muscularity isn't there, but they're also fatter as well.
Yeah.
So for me, I wouldn't want to just go on stage for the sake of it and not be in the condition that I'd need to be in. But if I
Yeah.
was in that condition, I'd have to sacrifice the upper body fullness, and
Yeah,
then I
right.
wouldn't want to do that because men's physique is my main focus, and it's where my potential lies, I believe. I think I'd maybe do all right in some classic regional shows or something, but
Yeah.
I'm not like pro level. I'm not delusional. So yeah. So it's, for me, it's men's physique all the way. So yeah, man, should be a good day though. Seminar should be really, really good. Got a little social planned as well. I think
What are
we'll
we
be.
doing? Sorry, what are we? Are we just going somewhere? Are we doing like some form of activity?
Yeah. So we got a meal at some place called Honest Burgers in Bristol. Yeah, and then we're going to
Oh,
this
yeah,
place
good.
called Roxy Lane. So it's got a bunch of stuff. It's got bowling. It's
Yeah,
got
yeah.
like all arcade games, and it's got karaoke.
Oh fuck yeah!
So,
Oh
Fuck yeah.
yeah!
mate, we
Get
if
some-
we could
some
get some
Japanese
anime
karaoke
OPs or
Yeah.
OSTs on, but now
Yeah.
we are definitely rocking up the karaoke.
Yeah.
Oh,
Get some good
mate, one
content of that.
hundred percent. Especially like when we all go to Asia as well. Like, if anything, this is prep for then. Like, because you
Yeah.
go all up and like not be able to do karaoke.
Pre-prep diet.
Yeah, pre-prep diet,
Karaoke.
binge on burgers, go sing some karaoke. I think
Excellent.
it'll be good, to be fair.
Yeah, man, should be
But
wicked.
where is it? It's Bristol, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I
man.
need to plan this because I'm supposed to be going to Bristol again the following week to go see a.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah.
Nice.
So I didn't know whether it was like Bristol or Birmingham. My UK geography is awful, mate.
So is mine.
They're not even
England-wise, I
close.
know nothing.
Yeah.
Scotland not too bad. England terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
it's like southwest, basically.
It's like next to Cardiff. There's a bit of water.
Yeah,
but
very
it's
close
right
to
next
Cardiff. Yeah. Like a lot of the guys that are coming are from like South Wales.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So enough of the bodybuilding chat now.
Time
Anime.
for the real men have leaned forward. You know, pouring their whiskey, listening to the AniGains podcast. There is a new bodybuilding category. Josh, I'm not sure if you're aware, but it's the Monkey D. Luffy category.
I'm going to share my screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's essentially, from what I've seen, it is
What I'm gonna see.
men's physique with a couple of new poses.
Right. Okay.
The criteria is pretty cool as well. Let me see if I can pull this up.
Yeah.
When I think
1
of
second.
Luffy, I just think of someone's gonna be really skinny because he's dead stretchy and long.
Let me know if you
Yeah.
boys can see this.
Yeah.
Yep, there we go.
Right. Okay.
Fucking hell.
So, One Piece launches the first ever Luffy-inspired bodybuilding contest. The official One Piece fitness gym, Bragment, which is the one that I visited in Shibuya, has announced the launch of the Luffy-inspired bodybuilding contest, One Piece Bodymate Contest.
Oh, so
So
Musclegate.
Yeah, the details. Participants will compete by striking poses inspired by Luffy's most iconic moments while delivering his famous lines, judged on their ability to channel the character's energy and physicality. Breakdown. The elements, knowledge of the series demonstrated through poses and quotes, overall embodiment of Luffy's personality through the costume and presentation. So we want upper body outline and esker when viewed to the side, rounded shoulders, toned waist, and a well-defined V taper. Overly bulky muscles may result in point deductions. Smart walking, whatever that means, and well-balanced posing. A clean hairstyle, bright smile, and healthy skin appearance. Now, here are the poses. You've got the front pose. So this is a nice men's physique front pose there. You've got the back pose. Then we have the getting pumped up pose.
Yep. That's my pose.
The gear 2 pose. The Gamu Gamu no Gatling.
Love that.
And a self-chosen pose that from the series that best represents Luffy.
Nice.
So there we have it. So
what are you saying? Are you doing that?
Mate, I'm
for
changing
me,
my flights to go.
I would
Tuesday
say
as well then.
this
already.
if there is there's one division which is like Noah's calling, this is it. Like,
That is it.
mate, you've got the legs covered there. You've got the outfit as well, mate. This is made for you. This division is made for you, Noah. So
perfect. You don't need too much muscle either. I'm sorted.
Bulky muscles.
Again,
mate, I'm not even joking. Like, please do it. That would just be elite content if you
that
were
would
to
be
do
incredible.
Well, I was going to compete in a Musclegate show at one point.
Really?
That's one of the few feds that allow foreigners in Japan to compete. So, you never know.
Yeah, I was going to say, mate, that'd be a perfect for you. Do it as like a warm-up show or something.
Hashtag warm-up
Still soggy all over.
Oh, mate, that would be unreal, though. Please, just do it for the AniGains podcast.
It's the fact you need to quote stuff from it as well. That's mental. It's not just hit the pose and look like him. Like, what? There's like no music, or it's really, really quiet.
That would be amazing. If you've got like a mic on you, doing it. Gamo Gamo Piston.
Actually, no, please don't do it. Please don't. Ronnie didn't do it.
Absolute sins.
Oh.
Okay, so next year, your competitive plans, Josh, you'll be going over, watching Noah compete in that show.
Yep. Yeah. I might jump in it though. Yeah. I'll do a wee one piece one.
That'll be the closest we get to seeing a men's physique outing from Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like men's physique, but I do love a one piece physique. Complete different.
Yeah, that is completely different.
Are you a fan of One Piece, Josh?
I watched, I think, just like the first season, but I didn't. It's just daunting. There's too many fucking episodes.
Too many episodes, yeah.
To be fair, I see that, and I've started Naruto.
Oh, mate, you will not regret it. You will not regret it.
It's 3 seasons, I believe. He's met the Mad Pervy Sage, which is mad straight.
Jiraiya. One of the goated characters in anime.
Mate, that's the thing though. Like, I know he's going to be cool, but he's also a massive nonce, and it just makes me dislike him. Just like, what the fuck?
You've got to like let it ride out a bit. Like, there will be character progression with him.
It's crazy that they just like have like actual mainstream content about like someone being a nonce, and then it's just
that's anime. That's anime for you.
Like, oh, it's fine.
That's the tip of the iceberg, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man. But no, it will gets better as well. Is Naruto? It's one of them where the further you get into the story, it gets a little bit more dark and serious in the tone, and it gets even better. Shippuden, it's better than Naruto. Yeah.
I'm quite enjoying it so far, though.
Yeah, man. Wicked. So, with regards to anime, then we're gonna just talk about the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
This is
2v2.
The opinion. Exactly. Yeah, 2v2. Quick scope, no scope. Anyway, Attack on Titan. What's going on here? Like, what is
debatably one of the greatest animes of all time?
It's not debatable.
It is debatable.
I think it's the best. Favorite anime.
What's that? Sorry.
Is it your favorite anime?
Yeah, it is my favorite anime.
I would say objectively, it's like top 5. It has to.
Yeah, in terms of like the quality of the writing, the OST, the storytelling,
quality of the writing,
absolutely unreal. Mate, the how
you haven't finished it. What do you mean,
mate?
You can't say something's bad.
You've done like a few episodes. You've done like a few episodes, haven't you?
What, me?
Yeah.
I think I watched 9 or 10, and then I was like, I've rewatched them again and again.
Yeah. So I've
do it again.
I've done season 1, season 2. Or no, like I'm maybe like 2/3 of the way through season 2, maybe. It's when there's like this big ice castle underground and like Historia, this and that. See, at that point, mate, I just got fucking lost, and like the same shit was happening over and over again. Like the thing that was frustrating me was like all it was, oh, that's a normal guy and it's just one of his mates. Turns out he's a Titan, and then the next thing that happens is, oh, one of his mates. Turns out he's a Titan. It was just the same stuff happening again and again and again.
I
And
mean,
like,
to be fair, that happened a few times.
That-
So it
that
was,
does
yeah,
happen.
it was Annie and then Ymir and then Reiner and Bertolt. That happened all
yes,
quite. So I
yeah,
agree with that.
I was
But
like, what's
you
going
need
on?
to ride it out because it is not the same thing. Like if you
Yeah,
watch over the next season or so, like
this is the
like you
problem. Like,
you you think you think you know what the world is about. Like you don't.
yeah,
You don't. The revelations and the twists that come further on are absolutely mind blowing.
I
every
can definitely
time
say it
the
picks up from that point. Like,
yeah,
I get what you're saying. It's a hard thing to invest into if you're not already.
because
How many episodes even is it?
5 seasons, 20 or so.
No,
each?
four
Yeah.
seasons.
There's
Yeah,
a
Yeah.
movie coming in there.
It's kind of like it's not. It's just summarizing previous like
Oh, is it?
episodes. It's not like
Right.
a new piece of
Mm.
material. So
I keep going back
Um,
every time like that we actually discuss this. Like I go back to watch it and see those few episodes like of like they confuse me. I don't understand what's happening. I can't get past it and I just give up on it. Like the ones where they're all underground and then was it the Rice family and then he's a big massive fat cunt crawling along the floor all the way towards like they can't stop
the
him and he's
the thing
roasting hot.
is a lot of this you need to wait because there are a lot of unknowns which are
Yeah.
explained later on, like why
Mm.
this was the case.
Yeah.
Then the Beast
And
Titan.
I love that aspect
Yeah.
where it has an element of mystery to it where you're not
Yeah.
it doesn't explain everything right away and then you're left guessing, okay, what's happening here, and then a crazy
Yeah.
reveal will happen
Yeah,
and then everything will make sense after that point. I love it. I love
Wasted.
it.
I was raging, like, because I watched it during prep. So my morning routine in prep at the time, again, I wasn't too busy, so like, I would just watch an episode of some form of anime in the morning, like on the spin bike. So I'd have 25 minutes daily on the spin bike, so it worked out perfectly. I'd literally just watch an episode of something. I done Jujutsu Kaisen first, loved it, brilliant. Absolutely incredible start to the day listening to the outro as well of season 1.
Mm.
That got me going for the day. What a tune. And then the
Excellent.
next one was Attack on Titan. And for the first like 10 episodes, I was like, this is shit. Like, but I'm just gonna see it through because everyone says it's good. And I felt like I was just wasting my time. So I spent like 50 days or something of my prep watching those episodes all for it to just never really get anywhere. So that's why I've also got that little bit of a hatred for it. But I do know that it should get better, but I just can't get past the same few episodes. It's frustrating.
All right then, fair enough. Everyone has their opinion, even though some are
I
wrong,
can see
some are
Cam's
right.
just sat there like, bro's not moved.
Yeah, it's one of those where it's like I understand it's not for it. Not everything is going to be for everybody. At the same time, I think the criticisms that it's receiving are a bit too harsh for how good the show. Like considering how many other shows have slower progression and then have nowhere near the sort of payoff that this one does. How like so
Even Naruto. I love Naruto, but that's a
Oh, mate,
little
yeah,
bit slower
like,
to
yeah.
start off with initially.
No, I think it's cause it's like different stuff. Like rather
Yeah,
than
it's
like
different.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Like
Naruto's grown a lot, but like I feel like Attack on Titan is just too slow. Like to get into different areas or to do this and that. Just for maybe the first 2 seasons, like I know it starts like cooking and his dad gets revealed like in season 3 to be like some big Titan. I'm not gonna spoil it for people that haven't watched it. I assume anyone that's watching this podcast has probably watched it all. I don't know exactly what happens, but I know there's a big reveal roughly, but I can't make it through to it because I feel like it's just the same stuff that's happening over and over and over again, and they're still within this rough area of the walls and all that. I'm like, just show me some progression, but maybe I'm just an impatient.
there is a lot that
What-
happens after
what
that.
I will say
which
is that the difference between the two shows is Naruto has an insane amount of filler that doesn't go anywhere. It's just sort of like pointless expedition for the sake of building up a character who you will then probably not see potentially like throughout the next half of the story, or if again ever. Whereas Attack on Titan is like slowly drip feeding you more and more information, which works really good if you then rewatch it, understanding all the context, because you see it all in a different light, which is why me and Kez are like wigging out a bit because like
yeah, they do not waste a moment. Like every
Yeah.
moment has a purpose in Attack on Titan, whereas like I love Naruto, but there are some. There's like
Yeah.
there are literally episodes where I think about
Yeah,
half
Pat
of it is
goes
a
on.
flashback. Half of it's
Yeah.
a flashback of a scene that we've already seen. I remember they actually did a flashback in an episode of something that happened in the same episode. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. They did a flashback of something that happened in the same episode of Naruto. I'm
If you
like, this
watch,
is too much now.
I assume you've watched Baki. That was really bad for
I don't
like
like Baki.
it was
Baku's
like
cool, man.
it would say something about like,
Like, you got a smile on your face there.
yeah, like I found it
Cool,
like I
man.
did find it enjoyable in the sense that it's just like daft and it's just massive fuckers
Yeah.
just, like punching each other and getting into these fights. But it would say like it would compare someone like let's say the guy that was from like the prehistoric dinosaur age. It would say like how
Very cool.
he's very similar to a dinosaur. Then half of the episode would like show how he's similar to a dinosaur and they're protecting their eggs when he punches someone. And it's like the whole episode was just like trying to describe that. So I felt like it was the same with that as well. Like it just takes a little bit more time. But Naruto, I've got like the list of what's the filler and what's like canon and
Okay,
stuff.
good.
Yeah, because mate, one of the
There are
episodes,
there are some fillers which you should watch.
yeah,
I think there was
it
like the
says like canon slash filler. So like anything that's got like a slight bit of canon or anything in it, then I'll watch it. But I mean watching one of the episodes, I think it was back into season 1 or back into season 2, and it was like entirely pointless. And I was like, fuck me, I don't want to watch anything like that again. So I like have got it all like ready to go and what ones I have to watch, what ones to not, because I think it is just so pointless.
Yep. Agreed. So that leads us on to, well, more of your taste in anime. So in terms of one of the questions I got was from Sunny,
No,
and
good question as well.
he asked, what are your top 5 animes?
Right, so the ones that come to mind, I've got 4 instantly.
Okay.
Jujutsu Kaisen, really liked. I think Demon Slayer was my first introduction. So Demon Slayer, I thought again it is very mainstream and like yeah, but at the time I thought, holy fucking shit, this is crazy. Because I'd came off the back of watching Seven Deadly Sins. So see like
Don't say 7 Deadly Sins is in your list.
no. Actually, see to be fair, like see season 3 they were cooking.
Oh,
That's when
man.
like that's when they revealed all the demons and this and that, and then Escanor turns into this big sexy motherfucker
I know, I remember.
and he's slapping everyone. So that was enjoyable. But I came off the back of watching Seven Deadly Sins. So see, going to Demon Slayer, it was like a complete different realm, like the production quality and everything. Because obviously, like towards the back end of Seven Deadly Sins, it gets fucking shit. So
Yeah,
like
it's
I was like,
one
geez, honestly,
frame per
dragging.
second.
Yeah, like it was dragging a little bit, and obviously, as you were saying, it's like terrible fucking quality. So then Demon Slayer started, and I was like, oh, like I felt like it was a
Yeah.
completely different new realm. So I really did like Demon Slayer. The last season of that, I don't think was phenomenal. I don't think much happened in it. It's kind of more
No.
just like training
That
I
arc.
was the
didn't.
HATER
Yeah,
training, wasn't it?
it was literally a
Yeah,
training arc, and nothing happened.
yeah.
Well,
A full
other than
season of
right at
that.
the end,
Yeah.
Yeah,
the end was good, but nothing else happened before.
yeah. I think they will be cooking up something good. But yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen's definitely up there. The movie, season 1, season 2, really liked that. Season 2, I tried to watch so many times during prep, but like see the start of it really confused me because they were like going back in time and this and that.
Yeah.
So that fucked me up quite badly. But once I actually got out of prep and had a functioning brain, then that was brilliant. Finland Saga, I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
Really
Good lad.
enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to the next season because I think it becomes an absolute menace again. And
Spoiler alert.
yeah, I think it does. I don't know much about it, but I've heard from the manga and people kind of talking about that. And then also this you might not have watched. I think it's quite popular still, but Hajime no Ippo, the boxing one. I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
absolutely goated, incredible,
Mm.
so
Josh,
good.
you're redeeming yourself.
Yeah, getting
Yeah.
better.
Poor
But yeah,
opinion earlier on.
The list got like
Hajime no
it started
Ippo
off
was
fucking awful. And I was like,
yeah.
oh, yeah.
Hajime no Ippo. I watched that during prep as well, so that hit a little bit harder because it was all literally just about him like working harder than everyone else. Like before my pre-workout meal, like a lot of people are watching Train by JPM. I'm watching Hajime no Ippo, him battering people and him like not being able to stand anymore and still cracking on. And in my show days as well, like I literally used to just chill out, get like my wee bed set up with my blanket and everything, headphones on, hood up, and just sat there and watch a couple of episodes of Hajime no Ippo, because that kind of lined up well with it. But yeah, those 4 come to mind. So Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer, Hajime no Ippo, and Vinland Saga. Then other than that, actually again going even further back, it's a daft one, but I quite enjoyed One Punch Man as well. Like,
No,
because it
that's
was
very
just,
valid. That's very
yeah,
valid.
like it was
Yeah.
just funny, and it was like there's just something satisfying about it. Like it pure builds up again. It's like so much wasting time with him building up a character, and then he just dusts them in one punch. But
Yeah.
I did quite enjoy that. I'm trying to think of one of the animes that I've watched. Noah, can you think of anything that I've ever?
What that you've watched?
Yeah, have I ever spoken
Um,
about anything else?
Not a clue. I know that we watched but right before you went to the overalls. Was it the UK DFBA? We were sitting watching the One Piece live action. But
It was
yeah,
brilliant. I really enjoyed
was
that.
good.
So that's
I haven't watched it yet.
Mate, it's
that's
actually
the
yeah, it's
reason
decent. It's
I
decent.
that's the reason that I watched like the actual One Piece. And
Yeah,
got like, a season into it. Like I really enjoyed the live action. This is an oddball because it's technically not anime. Technically, I don't know what it's considered. It's just an animation. But I really liked Avatar. I didn't watch it as a kid.
Mate,
we were talking about that in
legend.
the last one, weren't we?
yeah.
Mate,
Avatar was
it
cool.
is one of the greatest pieces of animation
Yeah,
ever made. Is
yeah,
Avatar.
yeah. It
Unreal.
was incredible.
So good. So good.
Yeah,
Yeah, in terms of like the storytelling for that, the way they build the story, I'd say up there for
yeah.
me, for sure.
Zuko and Uncle Iroh and shit.
Yeah.
Zuko has arguably the best character arc in
Yeah, the
television,
development.
upset. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that leads us on to the next one. Well, it's not. It's a question I have. Have you got a favorite character in anime?
Again, you're not gonna fucking like it, but I think Escanor is extremely cool.
No, that's actually okay. I like that.
Yeah, Ghost is
Escanor was
like,
like the saving grace of Seven Deadly Sins, to be
yeah.
fair.
I
Yeah.
just thought he was like, see, it was the one scene, um, like they'd fucking invaded the castle, like everyone was doomed, and this guy was really powerful, no one had ever seen it, and he was about to like slaughter everyone. No one could move, no one could get up because he was like
We
that powerful, but his aura was that strong. And then he just turns around and he's there, just like walks up to him, and he's fucking massive by this point, and
Yeah.
he's just was that the time where he was like, who decided that?
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
just
yeah.
like, yeah, yeah.
Basically, the
He was like,
guy's
you should do this
power.
move.
Yeah, it was like if you were slightly like nervous or afraid, you were like paralyzed. But because of how like arrogant Escanor was,
Yeah, he's a
how
son of
like
pride.
yeah, you just walked up to him and just banged him in the face.
Who decided
That
that?
was-
Who
that
decided
was
that?
awesome.
They just smacks him. I was like, incredible. So I do
Yeah.
like Escanor. Yuji Tadori, I do like him as well. Very basic stuff. Who's the guy that always calls him brother? It's bad that I forget his name. Is it?
Todo.
Todo.
Yeah.
Todo.
Yeah, I like him.
My
He's like-
besto friendo.
yeah, that's the way that I remember him. I liked. You know who I hated? My most hated anime character, and a lot of people say like he's the fucking goat and this and that of the show, and they actually like him. Askeladd. I think he's an absolute prick.
What?
Really?
No
Yeah.
shot.
No, you've
but
not watched him on
he's
Tag,
not.
have you?
Nah.
Mate, he's not like a good guy, but he's a
Him.
fantastic character. Like
Surprising.
he's so interesting as a character in terms of
Absolutely
like his
surprising.
motivations and everything. And I
No,
did not despise
here's-
him at all.
here's
He
the
was the
background.
goat. He was the best character in Vinland Saga. Like season
No,
1, he
it's
was
not.
the best character, I think.
No, I pretty much like. What's his name? What's the guy? What's the kid's name? I'm having a brain fart here.
Thorfinn.
Thorfinn, yeah. So Thorfinn's dad is this absolute unit, right? He's not fought in like 15 years. You've
Yeah.
watched a few episodes, haven't you? Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
actually, and if anyone that's watching
Is
doesn't,
that the? Sorry, I'm just trying. Is that the guy that owned the slave that got the sheep, or the?
No,
You
it's-
know, in the first episode.
That's
so
Thor's.
Askeladd-
That's Thor's.
Yeah, so Askeladd is paid by Thor's to go and like assassinate. No, sorry, yeah, he's paid by the guy with
Floki.
the square face.
Floki.
Yes, to go and assassinate Thor's, and then
Mhm.
they pull up with like 5 different boats, and Thor's like smacks living shit out of 4 of them, and he then goes like, "Me and you, duel. Whoever wins this like goes away without getting hurt, nothing like that." He's slapping him in that, and he's about to kill him, and he gets like all of his archers and everything because he's swore by like oath that he can't back out of this, like he'll fight to the death, and then he bottles out of it because he knows he's getting slapped, gets people to like shoot him with arrows, and pretty much pussies out of it like he's a massive gimp, and they're saying that he's the best character when he's just a big pussy.
Mate, he's a pirate.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
a pirate.
like,
He's not
yeah.
honourable. Like he's not an
That's the
honourable
point.
character.
Yeah, he's got
like
no-
that's not the point.
No balls, no nothing about him. Like he's just a He's bottled it.
I think he was such a cool character. Like
He's a
so
bad guy.
so
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, he's not a good guy, but he's such an interesting character because he's not like some inherently like evil bad guy.
He's not
villain.
chaotically evil, no.
Yeah. He like I don't know. I found him
But
really
then he says that
interesting.
he hated like all of his men all along. Like he's clearly a bit of a prick.
He said,
Yeah.
but he said that on purpose to make them leave because he knew they were losing, so he didn't want them to like die. So he turned his own men against him on purpose by just saying he hated them. Like,
It
that was the
frustrated
reason.
me that Thorfinn just like couldn't get his act together and just kill him because I was just waiting for the moment
Tried.
where Thorfinn. Yeah. I was waiting for the moment for Thorfinn to just slap the living shit out of him, but like cause he kept getting too emotional, his composure wasn't there. He missed. Needs to listen to
Fucking-
Dream by JP
What?
before every duel with Askeladd.
Yeah, man. What about you boys? Have you got a favorite anime character?
Ooh. I can't like.
It depends what genre,
Okay.
you know. Because right now, I should say whilst we're on the topic, Cam, I started Samurai Champloo.
Fuck yeah.
I am 5 or 6 episodes in. It is just when Mugen, what's the girl's name? Fu got kidnapped by the painter.
Yeah.
Mate, Mugen's so fucking cool.
I was gonna say Mugen's my
He's
favorite anime
so
character.
cool.
Yeah.
He's the guy that.
Like, what's the
Samurai Champloo.
It's
what's
so.
the rough storyline? Like, what's happening at them?
Basically, a girl called Fu needs to go find a certain samurai, and the story is about her traveling with like these two like vagrant swordsmen, who are not like good guys. They're basically just like bums, sword for hire, and the whole story is just about their journey and the things that happen along the journey. Like every episode is like different because they get involved with some different shit. But mate,
It's so good.
Yeah.
And the guy that voice acts Mugen is Zoro's voice actor.
yeah,
And I didn't expect that. And then Cam, I sent you the video on Instagram of my first reaction of the intro because I didn't realize it'd be the whole album.
yeah.
Was the whole of the audio for that anime.
By
Universe.
Yeah.
So unreal. I'm really enjoying that at the moment. And what did I start? On the flight home yesterday, I started Kuroko's basketball. I don't know if anyone's watched that. But I've just started that. I'll see how that goes. But in terms of
Who's the shopkeeper or like the bakery owner?
Sakamoto,
Yeah.
Sakamoto,
Yeah,
we were talking
someone.
about that. That's class.
Yeah.
he's some boy. Have you started that?
I've not watched any of it, no, but I mind you were watching it in the flight back from Birmingham, or the flight to
Very
Birmingham.
good. Very
Yeah.
good.
I kept on like, looking at it because I was like, what on earth was going on here? Just some big fat guy or some big unit that was slapping the shit out of everyone.
I think you'd enjoy that one. To be fair, it's
Yeah.
not nothing too
It's like a
serious.
fun
If you like
watch,
One
like,
Punch
it's quite
Man,
a
you'll
chill
like
one.
it. Yeah.
But character wise, so I like Suzuki Juzo from Tokyo Ghoul.
Yes.
I think he's cold as fuck. In terms of like mainstream, like Luffy's definitely my favorite in terms of just overall, like everything wanting freedom and just being quite laid back and however, but he can have his serious moments. And then with like sports, I've not watched Hajime no Ippo, so I can't say anyone directly from that. But my favorite football ones or my favorite sports ones probably Blue Lock. So it's between Bachira Meguru or Hinata Shoyo from Haikyuu.
Oh, mate, Bachira's a fucking cooler character, man.
Haikyuu
Yeah.
was really good. Like I always
I really like it.
told that it was brilliant, but I never got around to watching it. Duncan used to actually like,
Rave about it.
you need to watch it.
No, what he said that, everyone's starting it, so you need to watch it as well. So I was like, oh fuck, sound, I'll watch it then. And before I knew it, I'd finished it. It was mint. I went to see the movie in person. And I think we spoke about that before. What do you think the demographic was of the people in the cinema? It was exactly what you'd have thought.
Yeah, man.
But it is good, to be fair. I would watch Blue Lock before Haikyuu though, for sure.
Yeah, seeing like a cold audio on SoundCloud of him screaming like "I am a striker" or something. He dropped down
Yeah.
that nice. It has nothing to do with me. I don't play football or nothing, but I was like, yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's pretty
How
dope.
about you, Cam?
Favorite anime character? I would say Mugen from Samurai Champloo. I like Dio Brando from JoJo's as well. Just like the most over the top, just straight evil fucking villain.
He's just
man.
like they've
Medic.
made an effort to make him like comically like evil.
Oh, yeah.
Like there's no redeeming qualities about him whatsoever.
Bro is just bad, and
Yeah.
he's sick physique as well. So yeah, I'd probably say those two. Do you know what? I'm gonna go completely against what you've said, Josh. I think Askeladd is legitimately probably one of my favorite anime characters. Just
I
straight, man.
despise the guy.
Mate,
See, he didn't have that part at the start, like maybe, but see, cause he was such a pussy.
Have you seen season 2?
Yeah, I've watched the whole thing. Yeah,
Yeah, man. Do you see? He's not.
I don't
awful.
like Thorfinn as much in season 2. I know he's all
Peaceful and shit.
yeah, and his wisdom, this and that. But
I
like,
don't want to spoil anything, but like Askeladd redeems himself. Is all I'll say.
I don't think so, because
Yeah.
what, in season 2?
In the manga as well, like moving forwards.
I swear the guy dies. No.
Yeah. But like,
Spoiler.
yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I won't say nothing, but like,
Yeah.
Askeladd was kind of he's like a very rogue dad. He's like a rogue uncle that you're not allowed to go visit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah. So for that reason, I'll say them 3.
I've got a question. Everyone's watched Demon Slayer, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know Noah really likes the little electric guy. Do you
Unique, so
or do you find him really annoying?
I find
Yeah.
him so annoying.
Mate.
So annoying.
So
So
shit.
you-
I
Right,
hate
I'm
him.
gonna back him up a second, right?
Yeah.
He is a pain in the arse, but in terms of that show, I think he's the coldest motherfucker when it comes to him
He
locking
locks
in.
in.
See
It
the
doesn't
fact that
doesn't
he
make
just
up.
goes,
It
No,
doesn't make.
no,
It doesn't
it's
make
not.
up for it. It doesn't make up for how annoying.
Even
he is.
then, he's
Nah.
not. He can only do it when he's asleep.
Yeah, but it's so fucking cool. And see the Infinity Tower when he's falling down, everyone's shitting themselves. Him and Inosuke are the only ones that are locked in. Everyone else is shitting themselves.
He was asleep. Inosuke is just a bad man.
He's
straight.
I
Yeah.
like him as well.
I
He's
find
sick.
Inosuke just as annoying. Like, this is
Yeah, because he shouts too much. I feel.
yeah, and
Yeah.
this is the thing that I struggle with. I've watched a good few animes, but I've not watched loads. But see, when they put in those really frustrating characters and they think it's
Overly
funny,
animated.
it just does my nutting.
Oh, you guys are gonna hate this, but this is literally my bags get Zenitsu and Inosuke.
Yeah.
Literally,
Nightmare
almost. I like Tengen a lot. Tengen and the whole
Yeah.
like
Well,
season 2 part.
Well,
of
it was a bit to start off with. I didn't like him when it was a bit weird and sus to start off with, wasn't
Love
it?
him. That
But-
fight was the best fight in the whole entire.
I think that was one of the best fights in anime. Period.
Was it
Yeah,
Gyutaro?
Yeah.
Gyutaro was it?
Is that the brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, the brother
Yeah.
and sister, mate.
That
Like,
was
I was at that point. I think I can't remember entirely when it was, like relative to my prep and stuff. But I was so on the ball with my sleep routine. Like 9 o'clock, bang, I'm down. Wake up at like 5, consistent. I was sat at 3 in the morning with my blue light blockers on, with my laptop right in front of me for like, because it was like a 7 episode long fight. I was like, right, I'm gonna watch one episode, then I'm going to bed. And mate, I just couldn't stop, because like every episode it got more exciting. I was like, how is this still going? And other shit came out, and they were all like, see the animation at one point, I was like, fuck.
The
these blue light-
animation was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Took the
Yeah.
blue light blockers off, and I was like, I need to experience this shit. Like, I was like, I need to
We'll cut this out so Finn doesn't
Yeah.
get mad at you.
sack me.
Yeah, man. No, that was unreal. And to what I enjoyed as well, the do you know when? Well, the most recent one, one of the most recent ones, when Muzan, he did the aura walk into the
Yeah.
you know, when he's just like walking slowly right at the end
Yeah.
with the slow motion with the music in the background. That was pretty hard.
Are either you two caught up in the manga of that yet? No, right, good.
I don't want to be spoiled.
I don't have a clue what's going on. I don't know if it's going to be done in a movie or if it's. I think it's a movie. Did they say?
I think they probably will do another movie. To be fair.
Yeah.
I really
I'm
like Demon Slayer when I think about it.
so buzzing for it.
Like the
Yeah.
train series, the train one was good.
Train was
Yeah,
fantastic.
yeah,
that was
Mugen
really
Train.
good. Mugen Train,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I really liked the fire guy. Then the Tengen one was really good. The Swordsmith one, not as much, and then the recent one
No.
was worse. But like, I think it peaked in those two. Like, that was really good.
The Swordsmith one. Oh, was that the ones with the guy
There's
had the
four
really
different
powerful
guys.
scream? Yeah, there was the Scream. There was
Yeah,
the guy
yeah,
that had the
yeah.
vase.
There was
The,
like a
like the
wind one,
vote.
an
Well, there
electric
was
one, a
it
sound
was
one.
yeah. He split into
Didn't we
4
teeny guy?
different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and he was chasing the wee teeny guy and he hit him and he was just like solid. I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to think of one of that.
Yes.
Yeah, that one was a bit
Yes.
weird. I can't really remember it, so it couldn't have been that good.
That was the one that did Nezuko then not be able to like stay in the sun after that.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
She spoke as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Yeah, I
it
Yeah.
think
was.
that was good. The back end of season 1 as well. That's when they started really cooking, like with the whole spider thing, and there was just like
yeah.
loads of
That was
different-
one of my favorite arcs. That
Yeah.
one with that was it Rui or something?
Ryu,
Yeah.
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 They
That was
brought
cool.
out the big massive guy, and I thought like, holy shit, that's it. And then it turns out that he was like one of the weaker ones and everything. They're like,
Yeah, that's the lower 12. Was it lower 12? Was it?
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
And then I was like, oh, like how does it get much stronger than this? And I thought the progression of Demon Slayer was really good.
Yeah.
Other ones.
That
No, you
sorry,
go.
you go.
No, you.
That the guy who fought I completely forget his name. The one that fought in Mugen Train.
Rengoku.
Yeah, the guy who fought Rengoku.
Akaza.
Akaza. I'm
He's
so
cool.
excited to see
He's
what happens
cool.
with him.
He's got
Yeah.
a sick OST as well.
Yeah.
The electric guitar. Yeah, that's really cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like him.
No, because there's a lot of like mystery behind his character, and I haven't heard exactly, but I've heard he's got an extremely tragic backstory.
Oh
So-
yeah.
We'll wait for it.
Mm.
But I think
No,
if
I think that whole next season's going to be sick. Like, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I'm wrong in saying, but I'm theorizing there's something to do with the number 1 guy. So not Muzan, but the guy underneath him. Did he not look stupid similar to the
Yeah.
guy that was Dingme's dad?
Tanjiro's or
Yeah, Tanjiro's like he looked like the swordsman that whenever he was doing like
No,
remember when his
it
dad
was
was
him.
ill and he was doing the dances.
It was
Yeah.
him. I think it
Is
is
it?
him. I think it's implied it's
Yeah.
him.
Is he the one with the 6 eyes or like the
Yeah,
6?
yeah.
I think
Yeah,
it's implied because basically I think there was a flashback with Tanjiro's like granddad or something.
Yeah.
And then
but
that
why would
swordsman
Muzan-
comes. The
Mhm.
swordsman comes from nowhere, and I think they implied that is him. That's the demon.
I thought that Muzan got really scared when he thought about like that guy. But then why would he be really scared if that is his like number 1 person?
Yeah, was that not the only one that like Muzan hadn't beaten in a fight or something
yeah,
like
like-
that?
No, because he's seen something and then it gave him a flashback because he seen something in Tanjiro, then it gave him a flashback and he like shit himself.
Yeah, it was the earrings. It was the dangly earrings.
Yeah,
I hadn't
yeah.
seen them since the swordsman.
But then
We'll see anyway.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
figure it out.
we'll see. But yeah, I think. Well, going back onto the characters, I think mine is Itachi Uchiha.
I'm
So
excited.
cold. Yeah, man. I'm not gonna spoil, but what I
Yeah.
will say is one of the best written characters in any piece of fiction whatsoever. Like, you think he has this certain motivation, he is this certain way, and he's painted as to be this particular type of character, and then when you learn like the reasons why he did what he did, the motivations behind it, and everything that happened, I just think is so well written, so well, and he's
What about,
cold
like,
as well. He's got
I was gonna
that
say, is there
aura.
a good song or something that kind of goes along with him. Or...
Yes, Senya. That's really cool. That's really cool as well. So, yeah,
excited
one of
for
my
that.
favorite. I think he's just so cool. So his design's really cool as well. I think his character design is drawn really well.
What do
So I'd
you-
say
I was going to say, what do you think of quickly Tokyo Ghoul? Because I know that Noah was obviously mentioning Fuzio something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think of Tokyo Ghoul?
The manga is incredible. The anime doesn't do the manga justice, though.
Yeah.
It's like my common consensus for it. Like,
I watched. I didn't finish. I've literally got like 1 or 2 episodes left, so like I forget how it ends and stuff. But I remember him turning into a big giant worm or something, and like being all over the city, and that's when I was just like, what the fuck is going on here? But like, I did think it was good, like for certain points. I do like that character. I know that you've got the tattoo of.
Yeah.
I think that's cool. But yeah, that was just another anime that I remember that I have watched. But I think that's me all tapped out.
so you've never
Yeah.
seen Hunter x Hunter?
No, Hunter
That's the
x
theme
Hunter
of the
was-
mate,
podcast.
you need to watch
Yeah.
that. That's one you need to
it's
watch
like a
for
good
sure.
scene. It goes all black and white and shit. That does look interesting.
Yeah.
Tried to watch My Hero Academia as well, but I couldn't get past.
You're older than 14, so it's probably not that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the fan base puts me off a little.
Fan base does put me off. I think that's like my biggest gripe with any sort of like anime, any sort of media, anything that involves like kind of the implication or the over sexualization of like children.
Yeah.
I can't
Exactly.
get
That's what I'm
behind,
saying
bro.
about like the pervy sage and shit. Like it is just like
Yeah.
it's super cringe.
Throws
Like,
you out massively.
I think it gives anime like a really bad rep, and people think that it's super fucking weird and this and that. But like, just watch some of the good ones that doesn't have that stuff, and that was
like,
also
like
like
Vinland Saga, like
yeah, exactly.
yeah,
And,
like just the story, yeah,
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 That's
Definitely.
for
Have we
sure.
got any other questions on
I've got
Um,
one good
question
one,
boxes.
which
Yeah.
is sort of like okay, it's not anime related, but I think it's an important one that needs to be answered nonetheless, and we won't have to cut it out. So, Josh, fuck, marry, kill the AniGains hosts.
Oh,
Actually, cool.
Yeah,
interesting. I don't know. Pezzy's soft round glutes are getting me kind of excited talking about him. Yeah, I'm trying to think.
I'll be a pervy sage at this rate.
Yeah.
hey,
I'm
mate,
20. I'm too old. Too
20.
old now.
Mm.
A couple years
That's
ago,
it.
maybe.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Kez and Noah, but Cams do be pretty handsome. Like when that PCA show, it was me, Shannon, Sanaya, and we were all just going like, yeah.
Yeah,
You like winked at us, but there was a row of girls in front of us that thought you were winking at them.
Oh,
They were
really?
It was fucking
Oh,
oh,
Um,
dude.
man was
So-
mewing on stage.
yeah.
Yeah,
It
bro.
was that song, the dum 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 dum. He was hitting that middle of the stage. Yeah, do that as your. Oh, you can't even pick your song in Mensa, can you, for the posing?
I
Or
You
mean,
can
could in Korea.
good in Korea, bro.
Yeah, you need to do
Yeah.
that. You need
Yeah.
to do that.
Next year, next season.
So I'll fuck Cams.
Cheers, mate.
You're welcome, bro. You're welcome. We've got what, 15 days? When is it? 14 days until Bristol?
Yeah.
Fuck, is it that soon?
Yeah,
Indeed.
something like that.
Jesus, yeah.
Indeed. Yeah, 2 weeks to the day.
We
Yeah.
need to sort that
See
out,
if we
man.
see if we stand on business then.
At the
Then-
karaoke bar, then yeah, we'll get a little bit tipsy, and then who
Fucking
knows
hell.
where the night will take us.
And then marry and kill. That's a difficult one. I don't want to kill any.
It's okay.
Noah-
You can kill me, Josh. I won't get.
Yeah, I've spent most time with Noah, and
It's
Hell
okay.
yeah.
he's kind of my boy, so I might need to marry him.
It's
I'll
okay.
be a good housewife. Don't worry.
Yeah,
That's
Sorry,
it.
Kez.
I'm just gonna teach you all the wrong things at the seminar
yeah, that's perfect.
now.
The gods will never leave.
I'm gonna tell you to pose like a bikini girl, pretty much.
Game. That will suit me well.
I'll make sure I
Excellent.
leave my shorts on at the posing seminar,
Yeah.
just in case. Yeah.
No.
Fucking hell. Right, that was that was my question. So
Right.
you boys have
Okay.
any other?
A good one.
Have we got any others?
Hold on, where was he? I was saying this before you got on the call, Josh. I feel like I know you well enough. I don't get any questions about this, but that Talbot Balfe, who again hates all my
Ian Talbot
takes.
Balfe.
Yeah, Ian Talbot Balfe says, "Are your takes as bad as Noah's?" Which, yes, if you don't like Attack on Titan, then yeah,
Yes.
they are.
Most likely.
I'll say the worst, honestly. Like Josh, I'm not gonna
Fuck.
lie. You came out with some stinky shit today.
Seven Deadly Sins lover, Attack on
Yeah,
Titan here.
the Attack on Titan.
The
hanger.
Askeladd
So,
hating as well. Not gonna stand for that.
I
Fuck.
just don't think I don't know how you can like someone that's just such a
An interesting character.
It's not that we like him as a person
That-
necessarily. It's more that he's just
No, I think he's
interesting
quite
as a
funny.
character.
He's funny, mate.
So from what I've gathered is he's agreed to like have a one-on-one man duel, and he's
Yeah.
backed out.
No, he
Yeah,
didn't
he's
back
so-
out.
No,
Yeah.
he didn't back out.
Yeah,
He
he's
never-
he lost the duel, and then he got his archers to shoot him basically. So he was
Well,
a
at
bit.
that point, Josh had mentioned it was like whoever like survives gets to walk away.
Yep.
So he's went back on it.
Yep.
As
He
He's
swore
a
that
pirate, but he's a
I'm
pirate
siding
though.
with Josh here. I'm gonna side with Josh here. From
but
what I've heard,
Odin or
He's-
something. Like he swore on like his shit, and
He-
then just went, nah, yeah, like I've lost here. I'm a little gimp, and I'm gonna get all
Well, he's a
marched.
pirate. He's not
In
like
front-
some honourable
In
warrior.
front
yeah,
of
but you're not
Thor's-
gonna have Luffy do that. You won't have
Yeah.
Luffy do that.
Mate,
in
this
front
is the
of Thor's
difference
son.
with
In
like
front
actual
of
like
coffin.
with natural juniors. You know, like you like honesty is everything. You can't
That's it.
lie.
Exactly.
You can't say you're gonna be
Good
something and
night.
then not do it.
I'm too natty to like Askeladd.
Yeah, they're too honest, mate. Fuck it out.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
us,
trying to
us
think-
fake nice.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Askeladd's definitely a fake natty.
What's he running?
Oh, mate, he's
no, it's-
definitely like abusing a little. His test is high as fuck. Yeah, a little bit of trend. He's a little bit skips. Like,
Tell you who definitely isn't natty is Thorkel.
oh mate,
Oh,
that's
he-
Thorkel
I
definitely
love
is not
him. I love
natty.
him.
the
Yeah.
10 IUs of growth hormone a day.
Massive
7
that guy.
Mm.
Yeah. I got
Thorkel's sick.
I get asked about solo leveling and how it's so good, and if I disagree, I'm just not right. But I've not watched it. That's
Oh,
one I need to watch. That's coming
Mate,
out right now, isn't it?
I watched like the first 10 episodes and I was like, this is a bit silly. Like I just couldn't
Mhm.
get into it properly. Like I was into it to start off with. I like the
Starts off
idea
good.
of it more than anything.
yeah.
I just feel like he was just becoming too OP. Was it Jinwoo? Was it?
Yeah, Jinwoo.
He's just getting way too OP. He didn't like lose a fight, and he was just winning absolutely everything. And like, I don't
Yeah.
feel I've said this before, but I just didn't think there were much stakes in the show just because of how easily he was winning every fight.
I'm quite enjoying it. I've not watched the newest episode, but I've seen people saying it's pretty decent. And in terms of stakes, obviously he's trying to get because he can enter the different gates, can't he? Cam, have you watched it? Are you up
Yeah,
to
yeah,
date
yeah.
with it? So
Yeah.
obviously he's trying to get the elixir of life for his mum, who's in hospital. And just before, I think, did he get to 475 before the most recent episode? So he's got one more thing. So he's got one more bit to get to, and he thinks that's going to be on 4100. But I've not watched One Punch Man, so I can't say it's like one overpowered character. But it feels like I'm getting enjoyment out of that maybe other people would have from One Punch Man, because he does seem to be just slapping folk left, right, and center.
I'll be honest,
Um,
it's different. In the style that One Punch Man does it is where
Mhm.
One Punch Man is way more focused around its other characters that make it good. You know,
Okay.
like Genos fighting, like say Speed or Sound Sonic. Like that's
Yeah.
not just Saitama comes in, punches everything and wins. Like
Yeah.
One Punch Man is so good because of its diversity of other characters. Solo Leveling has no other characters that are remotely of any interest.
Yeah.
Right.
Although the dad, Jinwoo's dad, no, is he not?
Sure. I mean,
I
but
don't know what's the script with him, but I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
he's about to cause an absolute ruckus.
I mean, he might do, but like this is kind of the problem with like sort of like power trip isekai anime, where you just get one guy, you just give him say like a buff OP stat, and it's just like, right, let's make him boring as fuck so it can be like a self-insert power trip. Like, yeah, this other guy might cause a ruckus, but I guarantee you, I'll bet you £100 that Jinwoo wins. You know, like,
Yeah.
and that's kind of like the repeat theme of these, and sort of like my problem with solo leveling as a whole, or just that type genre as a whole. And that's why I also don't feel like One Punch Man can be in that genre either, because of how different it's made
Yeah.
deliberately to take the piss out of those shows, I'd say, if anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, like, to get proper into a show, I need some kind of struggle with the protagonist for that person to overcome. Like, that's part of good storytelling. Like Vinland Saga, for example, like, Thorfinn went through a lot. He wasn't just happy days winning every fight. He went through a lot of pain and struggle to get to the point to where he is now, and that's what makes it so satisfying when he gets to that point, rather than just winning every fight straight away.
Yeah.
It's like those kinds of characters I find, more I don't know, relate with them a bit more.
You can
Like Naruto, for example, him himself, or even
to them and shit.
exactly. Like, do you know? Have you been introduced to Rock Lee yet in Naruto?
Yeah, he was. I liked him. He was brilliant.
I love Rock Lee. I love Rock Lee. I think his whole the concept of having someone who has like no chakra whatsoever, or he can't use ninjutsu, and then he can only use taijutsu, and then he's just worked. Yeah, he's worked to become an expert at that and be a good ninja. That's such a cool character, I feel.
Yeah, definitely.
Did they not fuck his character though? Did he not like?
They did. They kind of didn't. In Shippuden, he didn't have much to do, which was a bit annoying. But I think in OG Naruto, like, one of the best fights in anime is Rock Lee versus Gaara. Versus Gaara in the tuning exams. Bro, that is cold when he drops the weight.
Was that with the
Yeah, and they like
so
slam
cold that.
Oh, it's like, it's not gonna make a difference, then they fucking like blow the place up.
Yeah,
that was good. I'm liking Naruto. It's enjoyable.
Yeah.
If
Some
you've
of the
got
OG
any
podcasts are good.
recommendations for me to watch,
Hunter x Hunter.
Hunter
Hunter
Hunter.
x Hunter,
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Promise you.
Peak.
really
Like,
good.
I don't find. I've never introduced somebody to that show. One person I introduced to that show and didn't like it. They watched the first 2 episodes and they were like, "Oh, it's childish." I'm like, "You've watched 2 episodes."
Yeah.
Like, you know, I promise you, bro. If you stay with it,
I'll
peak.
get on it then.
Yeah,
JoJo's as
definitely.
well. I think you might like. I don't know if you'll like JoJo's. JoJo's
It's
is
not.
very over the top. Like,
It's
quite
not on the.
flamboyant.
Yeah. It's an acquired taste, I would say. I think Hunter x Hunter's a safer bet.
yeah.
Yeah.
But if you like Baki for how like sort of like ridiculous it is at times, you'll like
Yeah.
JoJo's for pretty much the same reason. But JoJo's is objectively a better show as well. So yeah.
What? JoJo's is a better show.
Than
Than Baki. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I thought I was like, do you want to get into this one? Because like,
Yeah.
yeah, I was like, yeah, but Baki's fun though. I like Baki
Yeah.
a lot. Yeah,
Sweet.
so
Do we have any other questions? I think that's it.
Everything.
No,
Sweet.
not for me.
I think
Yeah,
we'll
everything's
probably
good.
wrap it up then.
Been a good
Yeah,
episode.
we'll
I
go
enjoyed
go
it.
into a good chunk.
Thank you for
Yeah,
having
man. No, thanks for joining. So, Cam, you're the presenter with a nice
Yeah.
voice. I don't know if you want to wrap it up.
I should wrap things up. Right. Well, thank you all for joining 4 men arguing about cartoons on the internet. Episode number 6. Josh, where can everybody find you?
Josh_natural physique on Instagram. And I don't really post anywhere else. I think this is terrible. I think my YouTube is still Josh C Fit, and I need to get it changed. So, oh, that's terrible for me, isn't it? But Josh
That's all right.
_natural physique on Instagram.
Yeah. Sick. All right, fellas. I was going to say, fellas, if you are looking to look like your favorite anime character, Ignite Coaching, link in the description. And also, if your boys are trying to get dripped out for this winter arc, Anabolic Apparel, you can use my link, my affiliate link, which will be in my bio by the time this goes out anyway. I've probably got that sorted. Code CAMS, get yourself 10% off. New drop coming out.
Is that where that black hoodie's from?
Yeah, man.
Bad
Yeah,
boy.
man. Yeah, this is part of the Zeus collection. It's yet to drop,
Ooh.
but when it does drop, if you shop through my code, you'll get a special discount, mate. So
Beautiful.
get yourself dripped out. No?
For me, yeah, same place as Josh. Noah_natural physique. Obviously, you've got the whole team: me, Josh, Finn, and then if you want posing coaching, you can go to Matt for bodybuilding or classic posing. And yeah, the link will be in either my bio or Josh's bio as well. Kez.
Yep. So Kesbot_ or Kesthex Posing on Instagram. If you are a men's physique athlete looking to compete this year or even in the future and you want your posing on point, I'm your boy. I just let you know I no longer have any availability until April now. So just to let you know, yeah, if you are going to compete,
Fucking hell.
let me know as soon as
That's a
possible because
busy boy right there.
I'm getting booked quite far in advance. So yeah, so the next availability will be April. Other than that, Chosen Few, Kez 10% off, freshest scams in the game. That's all I'll say.
Cool.
And then, yeah, keep your eyes on what I'm going to be releasing a bunch of content about regards to the seminar as well. So we've got a videographer coming, so that should be pretty cool. I'm going to get Josh to hit a physique shot just for the engagement and get some shots of that. We need some AniGains shots as well. So we
Yeah.
need shots of the AniGains podcast. So I'm going to get the photographer to get some shots of us. So that should be pretty
Lovely.
Sure.
cool. So yeah, man, that's me.
All right, boys. Well, thank you all very much for watching. Please share around with your friends, family, exclusively your friends and family, and co-workers as well. Send this into your work group chat, please, and then tag us. Tag us in your stories.
Yes,
once you've done
please tag us on your story. It helps us us spread the message
that. Yeah,
and
man.
helps grow the channel.
Like, subscribe, and don't do drugs. Stay nay.
Yeah, buddy.
All right. Bye-bye.
Yeah.